Hello, YouTube. Sorry, we are 5 minutes late. Welcome to the FPL Lock-In, the stream where every Saturday night we gather here to discuss how brilliant or terrible our game weeks have been. And I've got to be honest with you, lads. I will say the usual. Please like the stream to help get it out there, and please subscribe if you're new around here. I'll be honest with you, lads. I thought this was going to be a game week to forget. I really did. When we did the PubCast and we looked at it was the lowest predicted points game week, wasn't it? It was, leading into next game week where everyone's going to be captaining and, triple captaining Haaland. And it's ended up being the most exciting game week of the season so far. Would you concur, Trig?
No, I bloody would not. It's been an absolute disaster.
It's been a disaster.
No, I know, it's true. Not a single clean sheet. It's supposed to be the lowest scoring game week since 2023.
According to
and there's been
team.
Goals flying in all over the place, haven't there?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. It's been very enjoyable. And there it is. How are you doing, mate? I've just finished a 4-hour live stream, haven't you?
I'm loving it. Trig, what was the score? Man United versus Chelsea. Just wanted to check what the score was.
Match abandoned.
He was putting that in our group chat. He was like, "Call it off. It's far too. There's far too much rain." So what are we going to do today? So a little bit. We were trying to do so before we came on air, and it's thrown my brain a bit. We're gonna have a look through today's fixtures as we usually do. Obviously, I don't know if you've got the match on, Trig. Darius is going to keep an eye on Fulham Brentford. Have you got it on as well, Trig?
I've got it on.
I'm not putting it on because it'll interfere with my internet where I'm staying. It won't be. I might get lag and stuff if I put the match on.
Okay, mate. So yeah, we'll have a look at the normal games. Darius will keep an eye on the incoming Joachim Anderson hat-trick and Nathan Collins' own goal. We'll have a look at our teams. We'll have a look at the fixtures tomorrow. Before we start, Trig, how's your hotel? You're off there. Made that lovely video this morning, travelling across New Zealand. You settled in?
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. We've got like a house for the next week. So it's pretty good. I had about 2 hours sleep because I was up all night watching the football. But it's pretty good. This will be the last time you're with us for a week, wouldn't it? Because you're preparing for your chess championship next week. Yeah, I probably could. I can probably do next Saturday, I think.
Okay.
We shall see.
Cool, yeah, maybe come next Saturday. But we do not want to disturb you if you're, on the verge of winning the New Zealand chess championships. Okay, just say hello to people in the chat before we have a look at the games. Hi to Podner. Hi to I'm 1974 saying it's Trig turning up. He is here in all of his glory. Hi to Hippie. Hi to Sparta John. Hi to Jemima. Hi to Tricky Trees. Ricky, how you doing, mate? FPL Gov. C Hunt. Hello. Sorry if I've mispronounced this name. Azapu. Constantine. Hi to Claire. Hi to Barry. Hi to Rob. Yeah, we've got a lot of people in early tonight. Big Burner. Hello to you all. All right, so let's have a look at the games. So it started off with a pretty miserable moment for some of us, well, me and Trig anyway, as Verts owners, when he was bench lads. Just before we look at the game, what were your thoughts on that? Did you see it coming? Trig?
I did wonder if he might get benched because they've kind of got those 4 players in midfield, haven't they? McAllister, Gravenberch and Slobbersley. So I was hoping he wasn't. I was pretty shocked when I saw it, and it was very disturbing being on a bench boost this week and seeing one of my starters actually not playing.
People.
So that was pretty horrible.
People were predicting he might be dropped back in game week 2, weren't they? When so it's taken a while to come, but I guess the chance
it's not dropped though, is it? It's rested. It's not dropped.
But it's going to happen. It's going to potentially happen fairly regularly now. The Champions League football's about it. I think we're both definitely off him, aren't we? Were you laughing?
It'll be somebody else's turn next week. I don't know if I am definitely off him now. It's
Really?
We shall see. I might take a hit. I mean, I'd take a hit to get rid of him. So
I know, yeah.
Once I've calmed down a bit, I'll be looking forward rather than looking back and seeing
if
it's the best thing to do.
I mean, I was saying before we started, I might take a hit, which I very rarely take hits outside of double game weeks or emergency. But let's have a look at this one anyway. So goals for Gravenberch and Etatike. I actually saw Etatike was the most transferred out in the top 10k this week, for a lot of them for Isaac, so that didn't work. Assists for Salah and Gravenberch. Garner with a goal for Everton, in Guy with the assist, and bonus points to Gravenberch and Tekie, say his name, and Garner, and then defensive contributions to Gravenberch, Konate, Perkez, Virgil, a few for Liverpool, and Garner, Tarkowski, obviously, as always, Ndidi, and Garner, if he is a midfielder, he would have got them. Garner, sorry. Darius, you watched this game. I mean, do you have any Liverpool?
Yeah, I had Gakpo.
Okay. Any thoughts?
And there was an interesting game. I thought that this game would finish 1-1, but like Liverpool scored twice early doors and they looked kind of comfortable in the second half. And then Everton scored, and then there wasn't that much after they scored to really trouble Liverpool that much, I felt, in the game. But yeah, it was weird. Yeah. I really hate Liverpool winning. And they just keep winning.
Yeah, at least they didn't, well, from their perspective, at least they didn't have to do a 89th minute equaliser this time. It was holding on to the win at the 89th minute. Trig, you've got 3, haven't you? You've got Virgil, Verts and Salah.
Gakpo was very dangerous in the first half, I thought, and Salah pretty much lucky, wasn't he? Really? Well, he got an assist, but so
he always finds a way.
Again,
he does. He does. That's why he paid 14.5.
And Virgil van Dijk got the defensive contributions again, which is good. But as for Verts, I probably will take a -4 to take him out, because I think his price is going to fall through the floor now. And yeah, like you said, the fact that Gravenberch came in and he's got like maximum bonus, he's got a goal, he's got an assist, he's got defensive contribution points. Sloboslai's got 10 of them, so he's obviously helping in defence as well. So yeah, I think Verts, time to get rid of him. There's some good punts that we can take this week, I think. See who everyone's bringing in on the wild cards, get one of them for a bit of cover, and get rid of Verts at the same time.
Do you think it's getting a bit dangerous to go for Liverpool players outside of, like, I guess Salah, Verts, Salah, Virgil, and Salah and Virgil, really, because they're quite rotation risks now, aren't they?
Yeah, and Isaac hasn't done anything yet, has he? So
no.
Virgil is the 10.
It's going to be difficult not owning any, though, isn't it? I mean, I've got Virgil van Dijk. He's probably the safest of the lot, isn't he, really?
Sorry, Darius, what were you going to say?
I was like, Virgil hit the 10 again. Like, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he got him, isn't it? The DC points, isn't it?
He's doing well, but you're not really spending 6 million just for defensive contribution.
Yeah, but he attacks as well, doesn't he? I mean, he got a goal in midweek, didn't he? Just got it in the wrong competition.
Champions League dream.
I actually captained him this week in this Captain's League that me and Nightmare are in, so I was actually a bit disappointed when he lost his clean sheet. All right, so Brighton, Spurs, and Spurs returning to the form that Darius predicts they were going to be in all season, conceding lots of goals. So 2-0 down to goals from Minta and also some Ayari, which apparently was a bit of a screamer, was it, Darius? I heard you getting quite excited about that one on the.
I don't know if it was as much of a screamer more than a little bit of sloppy goalkeeping.
Okay.
Like, it was a good hit. Don't get me wrong, it was a good hit, but I feel like Vicario probably should have got more. He got a hand to it, but he didn't really do much with it. Yeah. I feel like potentially he should have done more with it.
And then assist for Jorginho, and then Richarlison goal for Spurs, Van Heck own goal, 2 assists for Kudos. He's doing pretty well, isn't he, after a lot of people went off him at pre-season. Bonus for Richarlison, Minter, and Iari, and then defensive contributions to Veltman, Dunk, Van Heck, Iari, Romero, Alenia. Of course, there's a lot of people getting defensive contributions, and Bergval. So yeah, what were your thoughts on this one, Derek? Is this proof? I mean, when we looked at the essential players potentially on a wild card in the podcast, we said maybe, well, I said maybe Spurs defenders. Is this proof that I was talking rubbish?
Well, I think you definitely, like, looking at the fixtures for the next 6 weeks, I think you definitely need a Spurs defender. Yeah, good. Like one. I'm never doubling up on defense again. Let's be honest about that. I'm never doing it again. It's killed me the first 5 weeks. So for me, I'm never going to recommend it to anyone. But Spurs with those fixtures should keep clean sheets the next 6 weeks, I reckon. Like, not all the 6 weeks, but they should keep maybe clean sheets, maybe 3 of the 6 potentially.
Yeah. Trig, do you reckon we're sleeping on Kudos a bit? Do you reckon he might be someone could be brought in as an enabler, anyone wildcarding soon? Done well, hasn't
he? He's ticking along nicely, isn't he? I mean, he could be a replacement for Wirtz, I guess, couldn't he? He's in the right price bracket, and he hasn't done anything too spectacular, has he? I mean, it's all assists and no goals, isn't it, with him?
Yeah, but he's clicking along for his price, isn't he?
He is. I still think I'd prefer to go with Javi Simmons, I think.
Okay, next
one.
But
the defence, I'm not that keen on the defence for Tottenham as you guys are. I think with Champions League and everything, they're going to be letting in goals. Udogie was their best defender today. He had a great game.
Okay. Next game, very frustrating as someone who, well, both me and Trig are on the bench boost. We'll have a look at them later on. And Nightmare is as well. So we'll have a look at his one. But as someone who had 2 Burnley, well, it was, well, I'll read over it and then I'll say what's frustrating. And also, I know Darius basically had a meltdown as he disappears from the stream about Nottingham Forest conceding again. So Burnley 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Goals from Anthony and an assist for Foster for Burnley. Goal for Neco Williams with a Douglas Luiz assist for Forest. Dubravka with a couple of save points and Sells with a save point. Bonus for Anthony, Neco Williams and Foster. And then defensive contributions for Florentino, Cullen, Esteve and Anderson. Which was nice because I have Anderson and Esteve. Trig, what were your thoughts on this one, mate? I mean, I'm quite pleased because I managed to get 4 out of Dubravka and 4 out of Esteve, despite the fact they conceded.
That's right. I mean, I've got Dubravka on my bench boost, 4 points. Very happy with it. I know we didn't keep a clean sheet, but really, we never thought they would, did we? But no. 2 defensive contributions from Esteval, so pretty good. They played quite well by the look of the ratings I'm seeing here. And Forest, yet again, didn't keep a clean sheet in one of the 2 easy games when they were supposed to be keeping them. So Williams got a goal though, didn't he? Quite a few have got Williams.
Yeah. Let Darius back in. Yeah, a lot of defensive contributions coming up. Just looking at these games.
How many? Let's have a look at this game for the defensive contributions.
Okay,
Brentford has scored. Anderson clean sheet wiped out.
No, right. Look at him there, overexcited.
I'll tell you what, Anthony's a pretty good player, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks pretty good. Yeah, he looks pretty good. He's got a few goals in.
I'm not talking about Fulham tonight.
Who scored?
1-0 Brentford.
Who scored, man? Not Collins. If it's Collins,
no, it's not.
Collins, we're quitting the stream.
Thiago's not playing, is he, in this one?
It's I think Anderson did not give the ball away. It's a horrible back pass from someone, and he's teed up. Damsgaard with a goal. Damsgaard with a goal paid to him by a Fulham defender. Trig, that's why Anderson is crap.
He's going to get us, I bet you'll be on 2 defensive contributions by the end, and a towering header.
That means every defender in the Premier League is crap because none of them have kept a clean sheet this week.
Collins is.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Collins is after 20 minutes. So to get back to this game, you were very, very disappointed with the Nottingham Forest defence, Darius. You were saying that goal, when it got in, almost that was going to force you to wild card. What were your feelings on this one?
Well, I looked at that game was a weird game of football, right? So I think Burnley scored off ridiculously low XG that game. So for Forest, they conceded in that game 0.85 XG.
Hang on, have Fulham just scored? Oh no, Josh King assist.
What?
He assisted the Brentford one, I think. I'm listening to those idiots in the chat. They've led me astray.
Continue, Darius. Sorry about
that. Things throw me off. I was like, what? Did I miss a goal? I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a goal. So Nottingham Forest shouldn't have conceded in that game, but they did.
No.
Story of my life. Like, it was a game of few and far opportunities, I feel like. But I'm sick of Milenkovic. I'm sick of Sells. I cannot wait to sell them, Gary. I cannot wait to sell them. I'm glad I've got 2 free transfers because I'm telling you, one of them's leaving this week.
Are you? I mean, we'll get on to teams later, but you're not going to wildcard then? Was that a bit of a...
Well, if Watkins scores tomorrow, I'm not wildcarding. If he doesn't, I'm wildcarding.
Okay. I was so glad that I sold Morello this week because it meant, unlike the heartache of every week so far when I've had 2 Nottingham Forest, double wipeout. At least it was only Sells today. I mean, they've been horrible, haven't they? And I don't think. Well, who have they got next? So they got Sunderland next. I mean,
yes.
Yes, you keep holding on to that.
Home.
But then they've got to go in it. Okay, right. Next match will be West Ham 1, Crystal Palace 2. Bowen with a goal, your assist, who's on your bench again, Darius. So, Ronick, you were telling everyone not to bench boost, and your bench actually did all right, didn't it? Then Crystal Palace, Mitchell and Mateta with the goals, Guehi and Wharton. How do I say his name? Wharton, that's right. Assist.
Wharton, yeah.
Bonus points, quite close. Bowen with 3, Wharton with 2, and then Guehi with 1. Defensive contributions for Mavropanos. Is he a midfielder or defender? The midfielder, isn't he? So he wouldn't have got them. Richards and Guehi. So, Darius, I'll come to you because I don't think me or Trig caught the 9. Well, apart from listening to you, I didn't catch the 3 p.m. games. What are your thoughts on this one, mate? Which game are we talking about again? Crystal Palace, West Ham, mate.
Oh, West Ham, Crystal Palace. Sorry, I was watching the Fulham Brentford game and I was watching the Damsgaard goal again and thought that's a really good goal.
I'm really pleased that Mateta scored because he's only got me 1 goal, I think, since I bought him 3 or 4.
Did Guehi get the assist for that?
He did, yeah.
Yes, he did. Oh, that's good. Great for Guehi owners. I think Wharton makes Crystal Palace such a better team. I think when Sarr comes back as well, Crystal Palace are going to be really good. I'm concerned for West Ham. I think Graham Potter could be out the door pretty soon.
Yeah.
There's no denying he's not doing a very good job there. And Juve continues to rack up the assists. He's got 3 assists now, the most from a defender for the season, which is really good. But alas, he's on my bench again. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they
unlucky.
If they hadn't have had that, they had that slight reprieve, didn't they, with the late win against Forest. But other than that, I mean, I reckon he could have already been out, Trig. You reckon, Potter?
I wouldn't be surprised if they get the old Forest coach in if they can.
No.
Perfect for West Ham, wouldn't he?
Well, Forest should never have got rid of him anyway.
Well, he might want to go somewhere better, mightn't he? He sort of
No offense to West Ham fans out there, of course. Yeah, I mean, do you regret selling Bowen, Darius? I mean, I think I owned him a game week for a couple of game weeks as well. I think I did, or maybe I didn't.
It's a weird one because part of me wanted to sell Watkins instead of Bowen. And then obviously Bowen has returned twice now. We don't know if Watkins is going to return tomorrow. So like we're basing this off Bowen having played before Watkins. Watkins could score 2 goals and all of a sudden they're on equal points. So we don't know if that's going to happen. I hope it happens because I've got Watkins, but potentially it might not. But it is hard. I sit there and I'm like going, I like Bowen for this reason. He will score, and when he scores, he'll get the bonus, which is exactly what's happened in both games. So it's frustrating because I don't own him. And I feel like potentially moving forward, Jared Bowen's actually a better option than João Pedro. And the reason why I'll say this is because he's not in Europe. He's not going to get rotated. He's playing in now what looks like his favoured position. Even if Graham Potter gets sacked, I don't think that's going to change. And I think Bowen will continue to score regardless. So it's like one of them weird ones where I'm like going, this was a weird game. Like the missus was watching. She's obviously a West Ham fan. And I was concerned when Mateta scored. I was like going, I think they've lost. As soon as West Ham concede, they normally lose at the moment. So as soon as they conceded, it was game over for me. So I'm surprised it was only 2-1, but 3 goals.
Maybe Project 8's made a couple of comments there like, Anderson already on 5 defensive contributions, apparently, Trig. And also says, I cannot believe that the already has 3 assists in only 5 games, yet only 3.6 points per game. Loves a yellow card and a bad defence.
It does.
Nice little analysis there. Trig, any thoughts on Palace West Ham?
Yeah, quite a few. Right, where are we? I forgot what I was going to say. Lacroix only got 5 defensive contributions, didn't he? Very low for him. Richard's got about 17, didn't he, or something ridiculous?
Yeah, I thought Darius was. I thought Nightmare was talking about captain in his video. Did he in the end?
Yeah, he was going to captain Lacroix, wasn't he? Of course, he bottled out a bit like Darius.
He went Ireland like Darius. Yeah,
he was going to captain differentials.
Big balls calls, as he calls them. Yeah, right.
He's got no big balls.
Paquetá had another. I don't know how Paquetá played, but I see he got a yellow and only 1 point. So his owners are going to be wondering already if they're on the right cheapie. And as we see when we get to the Leeds game, that is a very good replacement for him.
Oh God, here we go.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
he played well as well. I tell you, he was pretty good, Calvert-Lewin. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
All right, let's Trig.
Yeah, nothing else on that game.
Let's let Trig have his moment, Darius. So Wolves 1, Leeds 3. Anyone know how to pronounce that name? Some Croatian sounding name. Krigi, and the goal, Fair Lopez with the assist. Goals from Stack, Calvert-Lewin, and Okafor. Assist for Bogle, Stack, and Calvert-Lewin. And then bonus points to Stack, Calvert-Lewin. No, Calvert-Lewin has done well, hasn't he? And Okafor, and then defensive contributions for Gomez. Gents, join me. Aga do. Shake pineapple.
Look how many Stack got. Defensive
Stack
contributions.
15, Ambadou,
Stack.
George and
Minson got 10. He was on 9 with Rodon and
Harrison and Longstaff. So yeah, Trig, go ahead and tell us what your thoughts on this one. I hear you might have had one of these players on your bench boost.
Well, I played my wild card last week. I brought in Stack and Rodon specifically to play this bench boost. I did a video on Stack the other day where he was second in the entire Premier League for creativity, just behind Fernandes after the first few matches. And it was there in black and white. People didn't pick up on it. They ignored him. And people in my chat were going on at me for getting Dewsbury Hall in for not getting Dewsbury Hall in and getting Stack instead. Well, that's the reason I got Stack, because he's a hell of a player, I tell you. He's on all the free kicks. He's on everything. He's getting defensive contributions. He's getting goals. And he's assisting. He was running that show. And Calvert-Lewin was really good as well. So Stack's on 15 points. Calvert-Lewin did well. Now, Okafor came on. He had a good game as well. He had a good game.
What's Stack's price?
5 million.
Wow, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 million. And yeah, he was second in terms of creativity in the entire Premier League. And I think after today, he could well have still be up there. You know, he's right up on the stats and everything.
Yeah.
Second half, it was all Wolves in the second half, but they just could not find a way through. Agbadou was actually pretty good. I mean, Nightmare was saying he was never playing him again, but he was taking all the long throw-ins and putting dangerous balls in, and he's still got 2 defensive contribution points. But Wolves as a team, I think, are going to be in a lot of trouble. I mean, because even though they completely dominated the second half and Strand Larsen was on, they still couldn't score a goal. So they're going to be in trouble.
They're in serious trouble.
And Leeds only had those 3 shots on target, and they scored every one. The goal that Stack scored was a fantastic free kick, by the way. Absolutely blinding one. And great assist as well. So, yeah.
Alex, you were saying before we started the stream, you think Wolves are in real trouble. And also, you think we now have to consider Leeds not an easy fixture? You know, as in not targeting them.
I think Wolves are maybe the worst team in the league.
Really?
Well, I think they actually might be the worst team in the league. But like the stats don't lie. Like they've been poor. They're 20th for a reason. They have looked awful. They've looked awful. I mean, like they had Leeds at home. Like Leeds have struggled to score all season, and Leeds just knocked 3 past them at home. Like that does not feel good.
So, do you think we should still be targeting Leeds then, or was this just the? I mean, they've been performing fairly consistently, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been playing well, keeping clean sheets at home.
Yeah.
Goodmanson's good, Rodon's good, Stack's good. Even Calvert-Lewin, I don't know what price he is, but if he stays fit, which is a big if. I mean, Leeds have got good fixtures still. They've got good fixtures for quite a few more weeks.
There's going to be a lot of moves for Dominic Calvert-Lewin because Let's Talk FPL Andy is going to be hopping on the bandwagon.
Do you know why he loves it? It was like one season about 5 years ago. He had him in when no one else did, and he did well. And he's always loved him ever since then. Do you remember that, Trig?
Yeah, I do. And that's right. And the season he did have. He used to be really good, though, didn't he, at one stage, until until the fame went to his head.
Really good might be an exaggeration. But yeah, he was all right.
Started posing for fashion magazines and stuff. And that was when all his form went away, wasn't it? And he started being rubbish after that.
He was in a few England squads, wasn't he? Sure he
was. You know, he's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, never a starter, but I think he might have been in, I don't know, people in the chat. I don't think he made the squad for 2018, but I certainly think he was in and around the squad.
He does look good in this team, though. It seems to suit him. And definitely don't target Leeds because they're good. I think Burnley are okay as well, aren't they? And Sunderland. So I think Darius is right. Wolves probably are Wolves and West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the promoted teams do not look as weak as they were last season, at least early on.
Nowhere near.
Robert, Light there, just saying he's had Stack since game week 2. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Okay, well, let's have a look at lads. I'll let you take over here. This was so for anyone new to the channel. Darius, as you can tell, is a Man United fan, and Nick is a big Chelsea fan. So I'll just read through, and then I'll let you lads argue out what happened here. So obviously Sanchez was sent off in, what was it, the 6th minute or something. Then goals from Fernandes and Casemiro with a Dorgu Maguire assist. Calabar, bloody, who Roberto owns, with another goal and a James assist. Bonus points for Fernandes, 3, Maguire, 2, Missouri, 1, and then defensive contributions for Casado, of course, and James. Who wants to start here? Should we let the victor start first? I think that's fair, and then Nick can be commiserated. Come in and be commiserated by me.
What was the score, Trig?
Only 2-1, despite playing 10 men.
Oh, we played with 10 men as well.
Another woeful display by United, to be honest.
It was.
How pissed off were you? How pissed off were you, Trig, when Sanchez, because he's your keeper, and he was sent off?
Yeah, I mean, it was very annoying. I mean, he was very jittery at the start because, like, United put him under pressure a couple of times in the first minutes, and he didn't really settle, and he came out, and it was a red card, but it kind of ruined the game. A bit like the Napoli-Man City match. When you get a player sent off in the first few minutes, it just spoils it as a contest, doesn't it, really? And Maresca panicked. I mean, he took both his wingers off straight away.
Oh, and Palmer injured, is that right?
He took Estevao off. Palmer left about 10 minutes later, kind of walked off, not noticeably limping or anything, but it was obviously his groin injury. So he went down at the end of the game midweek, didn't he? Grimacing. And Maresca said there was nothing wrong with him. And he's clearly got a groin issue, which is going to take a few months of rest to come right. I mean, I've had those sort of things, and you just got to rest him. And he won't. That's the trouble. I mean, Palmer keeps telling Maresca he's fine, but he's not, is he? So apparently he had it since before the Club World Cup. So it could have even been why he was poor at the end of last season.
He got a goal in the Champions League, didn't he? So I thought maybe that was a sign of return to form. But I mean, he sucked a few people in, didn't he? Because quite a few people actually captained him today, didn't they? So
really? Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
The ones that did wildcard in game week 5, a lot of them brought him in. So yeah, he's no longer an option in my opinion. No longer an option. I mean, if he's back looking good by game week 9, possibly, but before then, I mean, in a way, it's good for us, isn't it? Because we don't have that pressure now to try and fit everybody in. I mean, I was going to bring him in this week for Wirtz, and get Haaland and Palmer, but now I don't know now.
Yeah, I just don't think we should go there anyway, Trig. After what he's been.
Estevao could be an option, but even him, it's Chelsea. I don't know. I felt sorry for Garnacho because he was going to come on and smash United today. And the other thing, of course, was the awful pitch conditions, which was a great leveler, which helped the inferior team to level the playing field a bit, didn't it? So, but United weren't any great shakes. I mean, they should have been 4-5-0 up at half time.
Goal, 1-1.
Anderson.
Iwobi.
Anderson assist.
I hope it's not a Josh thing as well. I thought Iwobi was injured. He's supposed to be injured.
He's fine, man. He's fine. It's definitely 1-1.
Yanni Batra, I don't know, say his name, FPL Gub saying, sold Salah and captained Cole Palmer.
Yeah, a few did. No, a few did.
That's a risk.
Quite a few people got rid of Fernandez as well this week, didn't they? Because they were all rushing to get Semenyo and they sold Fernandez.
Yeah, I love seeing Fernandez's points come in. That was the highlight of the week for me.
On my on my channel, I get people saying, "Why have you got Fernandez? Why has all the content creators got Fernandez?" But there's a reason for it. He's just blooming. If he hadn't missed that penalty in game week 2 or whatever, he'd be near the top of charts, wouldn't he, in terms of points?
Yeah. What are your I'd say hello to Paul, channel member. If you want to carry out channel memberships, do hit the join button. Darius, what are your fixtures like? Off the top of your head.
For United?
Yeah.
So we've got Brentford away next week, and then we've got Sunderland at home, and then it's Liverpool away in game week 8.
Definitely a whole.
And then it opens up. After Liverpool, it opens up.
In a good way?
Well, it depends on whether you believe United can actually win games of football. I'm not convinced it actually opens up. I just think that potentially the fixtures get a little bit easier. Oh my God, Fulham have just taken the lead. It's 2-1. Harry Wilson's just scored.
Harry Anderson.
Not Anderson, you idiot. Wilson.
Wilson. Okay. And any involvement from Anderson?
Collins isn't doing too well, is he? He's just lost another point.
Yeah. Bloody Collins, useless. No Anderson goal there. No Anderson contribution. It's a Mooners.
He must be on 10. He must be on 10 defensive contributions.
It's a Wobie assist. A Wobie assist and a Wobie goal. So Wobie's on for a monster haul here.
Well, luckily he was supposed to be injured, so nobody will have him.
We've got Anderson already on 8 defensive contribution points, Jake.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Collins could get there.
It all adds up to you, Darius, as we're going to see in a minute.
It's nearly every week with Anderson now. That's
Collins
like another.
I mean, the Collins is on the way.
Season, isn't it?
They're talking over each other again, viewers.
It's boring. Boring.
Darius is drunk.
Lads, any more thoughts from either of you on Man United Chelsea before we have a look at our teams and how me and Trig's wildcard?
I think Man United are going to win the league.
And I think Fernandes is pretty much as near as essential as you're going to be. And I think he's going to be in the top 4 scoring players by the end of the season. He's never injured, plays 90 most of the time, no Europe. And it doesn't matter where he's playing on the pitch, he's going to be getting points.
He got subbed tonight, which was weird.
Yeah, that was a bit strange.
You see,
I think Aaron was panicking.
This is the second
match.
This is the second week Darius has joined us when he's been drinking for about 8 hours. But I wouldn't have noticed at all the fact until he said he thought Man United were going to win the league. I mean, that's a sure sign that someone is not quite mentally loose. All right, let's move on to have a look at our teams. So we'll start with.
I've got one you can bring up, Gary. I've put the thing in the. What's it? Underneath.
Have you put it in StreamYard?
Yeah, as a screenshot. You should better see it there.
He will not let me show his points, ladies and gentlemen, without bonus points because he wants to show off. So, all right, allow it to stay quick. So I'll do maybe a quick read through. Sanchez.
It could have been such a good week. It's typical FPL, isn't it? You get like elation and joy, and then I said to you in the chat, didn't I? I said, now I can relax and enjoy the Chelsea match.
Yeah,
5 minutes later, I've got Sanchez off.
He loved it.
And it's unbelievable, this game, isn't it? It's unbelievable, the highs and the lows of FPL.
You're doing well, actually. Let me quickly read through it for anyone listening. So Sanchez -3, Virgil 4, Lacroix, say that for me, Trig?
Lacroix
with 2, Anderson, who's probably going to get 15, Wirtz with 0, bloody Wirtz. Stella with 10, Reinders still to play, Fernandes with 10, Tet 7, Pedro 2, Gyökeres still to play, and then the bench boost. The Bravka 4, what a bench boost this is. Senesi still to play, Rondon with 2, and Stat with 15. Very nice, Trig. Very nice. You're in third. FPL Nightmare told me you're third in his content creators mini league now. Pretty nice.
I'm quite hard on myself because I'm already annoyed at Rodon being stuck on 9 defensive contribution points when Goodmanson got 10 and I picked the wrong one for my bench boost. So that's annoyed me.
Stacker's basically probably going to score more than my entire bench boost put together, Trig. You can't be...
Without my bench boost, this week would have been an absolute nightmare with Sanchez getting sent off like that. But at least Fernandes got points. Salah didn't blank, and Mateta got 7, which is quite good. But as for Wirtz, I'm much happier with his 0 having come on and got booked than I would have been if he hadn't come on and got 0. I know it would have been the same outcome, but it would have moved one of my bench boost into the starting lineup and would have made my bench boost look worse.
Craig,
so I got 2 points on my bench boost last year, so I'm ecstatic with this. I really was not expecting anything. I only played it to get rid of it, this bench boost.
Yeah, so, Craig, you know I love you, and I wouldn't want to question your ethics. But you know when they say that people put a bench people on their bench they would have benched. You honestly bench Stack away to Wolves, who you've just said are the worst team in the Premier League, last on your bench, and you've played Gyökeres and João Pedro over him.
Well, I would have played him. I would have put Senesi ahead of him. And
Really?
who would I have put in my starting lineup? Who would I have taken out?
Considering the praises you've been given.
Bench reindeers?
Yeah, exactly.
Who?
Reindeers.
Oh, that's true. I was tossing up between that. I was tossing up between playing Reinders or not. But I would have played Senesi instead of Reinders, I think. Not Stack.
Really? But just after all the praise you're giving him. But...
Yeah, I know. But if I wasn't playing my bench boost, I don't know if I would have started him or not. If he was at home to Wolves, I would have done. But away to Wolves... I don't know.
I know what you're going to say, Trig, because I think we've pretty much got the same moves planned. But any early thoughts about your transfer?
There's two options I had coming into it. One was to free hit and keep Salah after next week. Okay. Yeah, that's one option. Because that keeps me 2 free transfers, you see. So then I can get rid of Wirtz or whatever at my leisure. Or I can use up all my transfers and permanently get Haaland in. And who would I take out? I'd have to take out Mateta to do that. And obviously Salah would go. I don't know who I'm going to get in for Salah now. No, that's the two options. I'm going to think about it. I probably will make it permanent. It depends how Haaland looks tomorrow. If Haaland's crap tomorrow, I might decide he's just had his usual early season great start and there's no better than Salah. Because you look at it after game week 8 and Salah's fixtures are actually better than Haaland's. But the downside, of course, is I do use up a chip. And that chip could be useful if Palace do get a double game week. I think that free hit chip could be useful.
And you can't triple captain Haaland if you free hit.
I wasn't going to triple captain him anyway.
Why not?
Because, again, if there is a double game week, I want to use my triple captain in the double game week, and I will want to use my free hit chip in the week that Palace and whoever miss out their fixtures. You know, there's going to be a couple of teams with no fixtures, aren't there, in 1 week?
Well, I thought I heard that the blank might be before 19, but the double might not be until after 19. That's what.
Okay, maybe it will be, but no, I don't fancy Haaland in the free hit. Because I think Burnley are quite good at defence. And it's not the sort of game... Haaland gets most of his points when they're breaking away, like on the counter-attack. He's not going to be so good against a low block. Like, he wasn't that great against Napoli. You know, it's more like Foden and Doku are going to be scoring the goals, I think, against Burnley. So I'm happy just to have him. I don't think I use I've used too many chips. I've already used my wild card and my bench boost. I haven't had a red arrow yet, but I want to kind of settle down and have something to look forward to later on. I've just got a feeling Haaland's not going to do that well against Burnley. I don't know why.
I'll just give a quick shout out to Zycles in the chat there. Who's going to be joining me and maybe Trig next Saturday. Please do drop a like on the stream, by the way, if you're enjoying it. Okay, all right, let's go back to... and we will have a look at the legend. It was very funny when I was watching your stream today, Darius. I think the most used term was, I called it.
I did.
And then he's got like 10 points.
So I called Darius getting 15 points. So
piss off.
Let's have a look at his legendary team. Sales are 3, Senesi still to play. Milenkovic with 2. Collins currently on 0. Has he been booked?
No.
He's lost two goals.
Oh, right, okay.
He's on track for the 2 DC points. He's on track for 3 points. Calm down.
You told me you'd had no one play. You've had half your team play. Ryan did away to Arsenal. Gatko 2. Fernandes 7. Cunha 1. I don't know. Maybe I should refresh this.
No, that's right. Bruno will go up to 10.
Oh, yeah, because he hasn't had his bonus choice yet. Cunha 1, Evan Nilsson still to play, Holland captain, and Watkins. Talk us through this amazing team, Darius. I think for a second week you might be maybe consider the wild card.
I think Milinkovic is going. He's going. I've had enough of him. I'll probably. I want to bring in Phil Foden next week. So realistically, my move is probably going to be Milinkovic to Van der Ven, and then Gakpo to Phil Foden, and I'm going to roll into Burnley.
Say that again. You're going to bring in a Spurs defender. The Spurs defender who can't. What was it, Trig? Can't survive more than a game without his hamstrings popping. How much have you had to drink, Darius?
Want to bring him in?
No, go as soon as he brings him in. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, 100%. I know what's happening. I'm going to ping his hamstring as soon as I bring him in.
Yeah, honestly, mate, how are you feeling about your game week so far? You have still got a lot to play.
Actually, yeah, I'm not too concerned. I mean, like I've got 5 players plus my captain to come, and yeah, I mean, 15 points doesn't look overly good, but like that is going to improve. It's going to go up to at least 18. Bruno is going to go up to 10, and Collins is well on track for 3 points. So I'm not too concerned about that. So that's going to be 21. And I feel like it's going to come down to if Haaland bangs tomorrow, all of a sudden the game week looks pretty good again. And that's exactly what happened
last week, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, but last week he was playing Man United at home. This week he's playing the best defence in the country away.
Have you seen Haaland?
Yeah, I've seen him the last 2 seasons.
He looks pretty good.
He
looks pretty good.
He's been good, but I honestly would have captain Watkins away. You can call me away to Sunderland. You can call me whatever you want. Trig, what would you have done in this situation? I think the Haaland captaincy is crazy.
Oh, let me have a look at his team. I'll tell you what, though, you were very happy last Saturday night, Gary, but after Haaland's goals on the Sunday, you were in tears nearly.
Yeah, but as I said, Trig, last week he was playing away.
We can relax, yeah.
But last week, true. I mean, he might get a goal, but I can't see him getting any more than that.
No, we hope not. But you never know. If he does, there's going to be so many price rises this. But I think actually a lot of people are on wildcard now, aren't they, for this week?
Yeah, let's do my usual poll.
Hang on, I've got to. Oh yeah, you get on with that. I'll just have a look and see.
Darius, wildcard. Do let us know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing it to kind of get back at him for telling me. Although people are going to start accusing
I feel like your team's still more of a need of a wild card than mine, Gary.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Well, to be fair, yeah, I do want a wild card as well.
The trouble with Darius and his captain is he didn't really have a great option. That's the trouble when you haven't got Salah a lot of the time, isn't it? I mean, if he doesn't captain Haaland, he's been crap. I mean, you could go for Watkins away at Sunderland, but that's a big shot in the dark, isn't it? And,
So sorry, Darius, what were your plan moves again, mate? If you're not wildcarding?
So I feel like potentially if Watkins goes all right tomorrow, which I'm hoping he does, then it's going to be Van der Ven to Milinkovic. We're just going to get rid of him. I'm sick of double Forest defense. I need to kill one of them, and that's the best way of making some money. And then it's going to be Cody Gakpo to Phil Foden.
Foden, you've got good memories of him last season. He served you well last season.
Oh, mate, he's coming. I'm telling you, Phil Foden's going to raise me up the rankings.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that. Trig, do you reckon the time is here for a Foden return? I mean, he's been rubbish for about a year now.
It's possible, isn't it? It's rotation's the obvious problem, isn't it? I don't know if they've got a League Cup match midweek, have they?
Yeah,
but
I do.
See, if he's not in that, then you can probably say he's going to start the next match, isn't he? So I think it's worth a punt for Darius. I mean, he's got nothing to lose now, has he? I mean, look at his rank. 11. Yeah. Nearly the last player in the competition. So
Trig, you played a bunch of chips, I played none.
There might be a prize for finishing last. So if he does get Foden, he's in for a shout either way, isn't he? So
all right, let's have a look at my team. So I was feeling pretty negative until I looked at it. So I'm not going to pretend my bench. Well, I'll read for it. So Sells on 3, Anderson, of course. Anderson is going to be on something now. Anderson on one can play. Senesi still to play. Konza still to play. Anderson with 4. Finally, I actually get his defensive contribution points, which was nice. Fernandez with 7 with his bonus he added on. Salah did Salah get bonus? We didn't, did he?
No.
No.
Verts.
He was crap.
Verts stinking out my team with 0.
0 pointer, baby.
Evan Nelson still to play. Gyökeres at home to Man City. Mateta with 6. And then my bench boost. So me and Trig were... Darius was saying to us, I can't remember when it was. I can't remember if it was last night, this morning. You could be aiming for 30 points on your bench boost. Now, I was thinking about this logically earlier, Darius, right? On my bench, I'm going to have a 4 million goal. It doesn't matter when I play it. I'm going to have a 4 million goalkeeper, a 4 million defender, a 4.5 million probably defender. I know I've got Porro in at the minute. And maybe a 5.5 million midfielder. That would require those players to average about 8 points each. When is that ever going to happen? A more realistic version is what me and Trig said this morning, which was 8 points, we would take it. 12. Did you say 12 you'd be happy, Trig, or 15?
12 happy.
12 happy.
10 okay, 12 happy. 8 not great, but it's acceptable as a minimum. Anything above that is just a big bonus.
Yeah, and you got 15 really, from stats. So I'm pretty happy with Dubravka with 4, Esteve with 4, and Porro with 1, and then Reinders obviously still to play.
Yeah, you've done very well, I think. Well, you've got 9 now, have you? So
yeah,
you should get up to about 12.
Yeah, I'm slowly crawling my way back. So I was in 8 million, I think, in game week 1, and I'm up to like 4 million now, something. So, slowly but surely clawing my way back. Darius wants to rip into this, I'm sure, so I'm going to hand over to him. Let him get his own back.
I told you, Gary, double Burnley is not a good idea to bench boost. Now, I know Trig got a little bit lucky. He had Stack, who's massively holding. Otherwise, his bench boost team would look like absolute crap. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. It would be crap. And Trig would be sitting there going, I wish I hadn't played it. Like, Stack got lucky. Leeds got lucky. They played Wolves. Maybe that's not lucky. They played Wolves. But regardless, a goal and assist, quite lucky. Lucky. Your bench boost is going exactly as I predicted.
I'm happy with it.
Crap. Really?
Yeah.
I think that if you were bench boosting, like some people sit there and think, I've got to get out of the way. I've got to just play it when I've got 4 fit players. Like, look at my bench this week. I had no intention of playing it. At the moment, I've got 4, 3, 3. I've got 10 points on my bench. I've got more points on my bench, Gary, than you. And I didn't even think about playing it.
You haven't
You've got more points on your bench than you've got in your starting team, pretty much.
All right, so let me
I've got more points on the field, Trig.
Let me return to you with this, Darius, then. What 4 million, 4.5 million defenders and 5.5 million-ish attacker are you going to get 30 points out of this season?
Senesi, when he's got a week where he's going to get a clean sheet on the bench?
All right, you'd probably be playing.
It'd be a 14-pointer.
Could be a 14-pointer. We could get a Reindeer's goal and assist off the bench.
Yeah, well, I could still get that tomorrow.
That's 30 points from 2 players.
I could get that tomorrow from Reinders.
You're not going to get 30 points.
No, I'm not. But no one is gonna. There's no way you can plan to get 30 points realistically from a single game week bench. I mean, you're right.
It's a horrible chip. It's a horrible chip, isn't it? It's all based on luck, the whole thing. I mean, you've got to rely on your starters turning up. You think you're going to get 30 points. You'll be lucky to even get your starting 11 to even play.
Yeah.
Anything over 10 is good.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I wanted to get rid of it because I'm probably going to wild card. I don't know, maybe in 7. But whenever I play it, it doesn't matter when I play it, to be honest. I don't want to have to put money on my bench. Like Dean is saying, maybe I would want to try and set myself up for 30 points off the bench boost, but I don't want to be spending that sort of money on my bench. Same we have it every year with double with the bench boost in double game weeks. Certainly I hate it then. Certainly in a single game week, I don't want it.
And the other option is once you've played it, you have the option of bringing in a non-playing striker, like a 4.3 striker or 4.4 striker.
Yeah.
If you need the money, and you don't have to worry about your bench boost. And you can get rid of Esteve and get in a better defender, one of these Anderson characters, who's slightly better. So yeah, if you're going to play wildcard, it's good to get it out of the way.
Yeah, I would have preferred Goodmanson, but then look what happened there. He's not doing it. Anyway, right, let's move on. Let's have a look at our two podcast regulars who aren't on today. We won't spend too long on it, but we'll have a look at FPL Nightmare and Roberto's team. That lucky
lucky little prick, isn't he? He does rubbish every week, but there's always some jammy player that gets some points.
Anyway, we'll start with Nightmare's team.
Trig told me Chalobah was shit. Trig, you're full of shit. You're a Chelsea fan, mate, and you keep scoring goals and getting assists. Pull your head in.
He's no good at defence. They should play two central defenders and play him up front.
Let's start with Nightmare's team. He's on bench boost. Cario with 1, Porro with 1, Livramento stood to play, Cucurella with 0. He played today with it.
He
got bowled by Man United, baby.
Conceded 2 goals.
They must have got booked.
As well.
They nearly all got booked, didn't they?
Senesi still to play, lads. But do. You always did it, and then it's actually he's playing 5.
Zagbadu got 5 points. Was that 3 points?
3 points, right? Kudos with 7. Semenyo still to play. Wood 2. Pedro 2. Haaland captain, same as Darius, and then half of his bench boost is yet to play. Bravka 4. Cunha 1. Barnes away to Bournemouth, and Reinders.
Has he got Cunha? Why has he got Cunha?
I don't know.
Didn't he wildcard to get rid of Cunha?
You could argue, Darius. This is just a sort of bench boost. This is just a sort of bench boost, Darius, that you're advocating. One that's going to get you 30 points with the likes of Cunha and Barnes.
That is not going to get 30 points, Trig.
Agreed.
But we know that.
Cunha's playing Chelsea. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but Chelsea are no good defensively, and at least
they are. They're good.
Play. But what he hasn't got is DEFCON monsters, and they're the ones you want on your bench boost, so you can guarantee yourself 12 points. Not trying to aim for 30 and getting 5, which is what's going to happen to your team.
He's got the DEFCON. He's got the DEFCON monsters in his team. Trig. He's got Senesi.
Yeah, that's true. He's embraced. He's gone for the top 5 defender thing, just when there's no clean sheets.
He's sticking with his principles at least. But yeah, that is the sort of money you'd have to put on the bench to have any chance of a 30. You would need that sort of bench boost, I think. But lads, any thoughts on his team? Darius, come to you, man. I wonder if he's actually above you now in the mini league.
He's not. Hold on. Hold on. Show me the score.
His score is 21.
He's just above me, but that's because of the fact that I have yet to have a few players play. Like, he's playing bench boost, so he should be above me. He's playing 2 chips already, and he's only just overtaken me.
We've got to be careful, Gary, because last Saturday we were miles above these 2, and then on Sunday it all turned around, didn't it? And especially
coming, baby.
He's playing Arsenal away.
And
he's going to be banging his head against the wall going, I needed that when Haaland scores his hat-trick tomorrow.
You say that he's playing Arsenal away. Haaland has got a really good record against Arsenal. Like, people say it's a bad fixture. It's not for Haaland.
What?
He scored 6 goals in 6 games against Arsenal. That's a pretty good record for me.
I said he might get a goal.
I'm worried, for sure.
You're going to outscore Salah this week again, Trig, and I'm going to tell you again, why did you pay up an extra 0.5 million for Salah instead of Haaland when Haaland is going bananas?
If you
haven't gone that bananas, he's not that far ahead of Salah.
If you did wildcard now, Darius, because when I wildcard in a few weeks, I am considering going without Salah. You reckon that's the way to go?
100%. I've not been tempted by Salah all season.
No.
All season. I'm still not tempted by him. I just think that you guys are wasting 14.5 million in your midfield on a bloke that does not perform to that standard.
We've been very lucky, Gary, to be honest. And
we have.
I think that's why everybody's making the switch this week, because we know we've been lucky with Salah. Haaland should be so far ahead of him. The fact that he isn't, is a lot of it's luck. I mean, we can talk all we want about how Salah plays 90 minutes and gets these late goals, but we've been incredibly lucky. Even today, really.
I should have briefly said what my transfer is. So, yeah, I'm also planning Salah to Semenyo. He's got Leeds away next week. I think that's a no-brainer.
Oh, has he? Tough fixture then.
I think, well, yeah, you could say. And then...
They're not that great, actually, his fixtures, I think.
They're all right. And then Mateta to Haaland. And again, possibly taking... But as you said, Trig, it's as managers that are more, I don't know, logical. Try not to work so much on emotion like me and you. It doesn't really make sense to take Wirtz out for a hit, does it?
I watched that video by Tom Dallimore yesterday that is on Focal's channel.
Okay.
And he's the world #1.
All right.
And the patience he shows is incredible. You know, way above levels. Yeah. He's like the best player, basically. And the patience he shows is unbelievable. And you learn a lot just from listening to him, you know, and it's amazing. I can't be as patient as him. I take one look at Wirtz, I just want to kick him as far as I can.
Especially when you see zero.
But like you said, logically, I mean, it's going to cost 4 points. But I think it might be the time, to be honest, because he's only going to go down in price, isn't it? Who have they got next? Away at Palace.
Yeah. But I think it's strict.
And then they've got someone else difficult. United, isn't it?
I think it's difficult. I'm thinking about wildcarding in 7. If I do wildcard in 7, taking Wirtz out for a hit is literally pointless. So I think I need to decide my wildcard strategy.
So why don't you wildcard in 6?
Because I want to triple captain Haaland.
That's what a lot of the top Johns are doing this week.
I want to triple captain Haaland. I mean, I watched Black Box last night, and both James and Az were on a wild card 13. So, but
a lot of people are, but they're changing their minds, I think.
Well, yeah,
you don't worry about what they're doing, though, do you?
Well, I don't know if this team can hold out. Well, I'm assuming I haven't looked.
Why would you want to? Just because they are. Don't do something just because those two are doing something. I mean,
well, I'm assuming I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm assuming that there's a logic behind it. I think it was a Liverpool fixture swing, but I mean, there's an Arsenal fixture swing in 7 anyway. But I've already got Gyökeres. I could bring in Gabriel maybe, and I don't know.
There's a fixture swing they're all hanging out for, but by the time we get there, the players they want are going to cost about $500,000 more each. It won't work out like they think it's going to anyway, and they're just being idiots.
Yeah,
no offense to anybody that might come on this show, but I think they're going to change their minds. I think they're all going to play it in the next couple of weeks. If they've got any sense, they will. Because waiting for 13 is just ridiculous.
I've ended that poll, and it's 74% you should wildcard Darius, and only 26% no, which I think is a lot. Probably one of the most conclusive polls we've done on this channel. I'm going to do another poll. Should I take a hit for Wirtz?
But
they'll also yes, that'll be 100%. That'll be 100% the poll for Wirtz. I think you should honestly. I think you should consider wildcarding this week.
Who would
I've considered a Trig. So
there's so many good options for a triple captain. Hey,
if Watkins doesn't return tomorrow, I'll 100% wildcard. It just comes down to whether Watkins returns. If Watkins returns, I'll probably just move Milinkovic out. As I said, those 2 moves because I've got 2 free transfers. I'll do that and I'll be quite happy.
So you've already got Haaland though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've already got Haaland, so I don't need to move for him. I've already got him.
I'm questioning your reasoning, Lou. His fixtures are going to be the same. His form, even if he does score tomorrow, is going to be the same. If you won a wild card, I don't think you should be doing it based on what he does tomorrow. I think you should be doing it because it's logically the right thing to do. Obviously, wait till tomorrow, but
I think it already was the right thing to do, get rid of him, to be honest. But I mean, if he fails against Sunderland, can you justify holding him any longer? I don't know if you can.
Yeah, what Trig says. I've got to sit there. I'm going to probably make my moves. Like, if there's any price, I'm going to check the price rises before I go to bed. But essentially, if there's no price rises going to affect my team, I'm going to sit there and wait till Watkins plays tomorrow, and then I'll work out whether I want a wild card or not.
Although you can argue you've kept him this long, you might as well keep him for that one more game. Is one last easy game. Because you'd be well pissed off if you do get rid of him next week and he gets a hat-trick in his last easy match.
I will say, Trig, that's what I did with Verts. Look at that worked out. Please do drop a like on the stream, by the way, if you're enjoying it. Right, let's move on to have a look at young Roberto's team.
Oh my God, own goal.
It's not Andy.
Thankfully, it's not Collins. It's not Collins. Thank God.
Is it a Brentford own goal?
It's 3-1 Fulham.
Anderson assist.
I was saying to Darius earlier when I was doing his watching his watch along. I've been on 2 watch alongs, one on Elite FPL and one on another channel I can't remember, where I owned Anderson, and both games both watch alongs Anderson, when I owned him, scored an own goal. It was horrific. If he, to be honest, if he gets out of this one without scoring an own goal, I'm considering it a win.
He's still on one. He hasn't got his defensive contributions yet. What's he been doing for the last 15 minutes?
This is a horrible game for Brentford. That's a horrible own goal.
He's been on 8 defensive contribution points for about 15 minutes.
What's Collins on?
Collins is on 7.
Pinnock own goal, Claire Sam. Collins tried, but Pinnock nailed it.
Yeah, he did. He nailed it. 100% he nailed it.
Brilliant, I was only for. Right, so I'll just quickly read through Roberto's team, and I'll quickly plug the PubCast. This week is, as I said earlier, Trig's away for 2 weeks. So on the PubCast this week we have Darius, Roberto, and the wonderful Linn, who's joining us again. Okay, I'll run through.
Should have put her team up this week, Gary.
No, mate, she's doing far too well. Well, we can have a look.
Is Roberto actually coming on the stream?
Yeah, Roberto's coming to stream. We can have a look at Lynn's team in a minute. I think she's like 3rd in the.
Yeah, let's have a look. She was 25k last week, wasn't she? After all the good advice.
I know. She was saying to me in the chat. She was saying to me that I was talking to the other day. Like, she wants to come on before it all goes to shit.
That's fair. I do the same thing.
Roberto is on 27 points. Sells with 3. Minaj with 2. Burrow with 1. Caliber with 6. Salah with 10. Menio still to play. Vert 0. It's completely gone now. I say his name. Paqueta with 1. Wood with
Paquetá, I think, isn't it? Paquetá.
Wood with 2. Watkins is hoping for a Watkins as well with Sunderland, and Gal Pedro with 2. And yeah, he's doing well, isn't he, lads? I think you've overtaken him in our PubCast mini league, Greg, but he's doing all right. He's doing all right. Any thoughts on his team, Greg?
He's only got two left, hasn't he? So he's got, what's he got? Watkins, and so those 2 could both hurt me. So he could overtake me again. Those 2 do well.
Well, knowing our luck, Semenyo will score a hat-trick, because that's what Semenyo and Caliber have basically carried his season, haven't they?
Oh, he had a big haul from Hall. Dewsbury Hall. He had a big game week from him. And João Pedro, of course, has done pretty well for him too, hasn't he?
I'm just teeing him up here so he can come back at me on the podcast and wins. He's having a good season.
It's starting to fall apart a little bit now, isn't it? I mean, I can see why he didn't bench boost.
5 on the bench. Yeah. He's doing well. All right, let's have a look. You wanted to look at Lynn's team.
Yeah, let's get Lynn's team out. Have you got that one?
Yeah, because I know I'd find it because she's in. She was in the PubCast league and she's top.
I should be top of it, probably, won't she?
Very near the top. There we go. So Linn.
Oh, ouch. And she took a hit.
-4, 27,000 in the world. That's why we keep getting her on, lads.
Wow. I was going to drop. We haven't updated the ranks yet, have they?
No, but she's only on 24 this week. So she's got Dubravka 4, Poro 1, Goodmanson 4, Minoz 2.
Ouch.
I've got one player to play.
Yeah, Zavi 1, Semenyo at home. Gapco 4, Reinders and Haaland still to play. Rico with 2, after TK with 6. And then Sanchez on the bench.
Oh,
on the bench.
She's lucky. I tell you, a lot of people got
she done well. She
got lucky this week, didn't
That's
they?
not luck, Trig. That's being sensible and playing Dubravka over Sanchez.
Yeah,
that's skill. That's skill. That's skill, ladies and gentlemen. That is skill.
Yeah, and I mean, well, she'll be. She's having an amazing season, isn't she? 27,000.
She's lucky she didn't play her bench boost. Oh, she's probably already played a bench boost, to be fair, hasn't she? I think she played it in game week 1.
Played it in game week 1, yeah.
How many points is she on?
She's
like
total 24.
Points?
I don't think it's going to be coming down to our rank anytime soon, though, lads.
She's going to have a massive
like total points.
Total points 288. More than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd catch that.
I'll tell you what, that was a good captain shout, though. He was really good in the first half, Gakpo. I think everything was coming down the left, and it does a lot. Salah seems to get nothing anymore.
No.
So
I'm concerned that Gakpo doesn't turn it into actual points, though, Trig.
Let's have a look.
His spot, it's his turn to get a rest next, possibly, too, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I think the same thing.
In turns.
Let's have a look at tomorrow's games, and I might get live at FPL as well. See who can hurt us. First game tomorrow is Bournemouth, Newcastle. Lads, what are your thoughts on this one? Let's have a look at who the highly owned players are for those who.
At least we've got Senesi.
We do, but we don't have Semenyo. Do any of us have Semenyo? None of us have, do.
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I've got Senesi.
No, not Senesi, Semenyo.
Semenyo, sorry, yeah, Semenyo. He could do us quite a bit of damage, couldn't he? He is at. Look at his ownership. This can't be right. He's not in. According to
He's close to 50%. He's over 40.
Why is he not live FPLs? Oh, this is players that are threats around my rank. I'm so lowly owned, no one. See if he comes up in here somewhere. Oh yeah, 50% owned. What are your thoughts on this one, Trig? And Semenyo is a danger, isn't he, for us three at least?
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned because Newcastle, obviously, another team that had a midweek fixture. And he's just so jammy at the moment, Semenyo. Everything's going for him. So he probably will hurt us. And the fact that, I mean, the swing on my wild card from going Wirtz instead of Semenyo has been absolutely insane. Much more than you'd expect. You know what I mean? You could say someone might outscore someone by. Same with Sanchez and Raya. The swings have been so ridiculous. And so he could do it again, couldn't he? But you never know. Newcastle might. I think Shah's out, isn't he? Which doesn't help the cause.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't know who'll win, to be honest. None of us do.
Stanley, we are going to do a Q&A in a little bit, so please save your question and put it in again there. I will just say that I did try and strongly to convince you to get him in on.
You didn't try and convince me to get stacking, though, did you? That was all my doing.
No.
So
FPL
doing, Trig. Come on.
We can't just criticise me for making one error and ignore all the good moves I made.
FPL Review did have him in the wildcard draft that week. I will point that out. But Sunderland versus Villa. I mean, I'm looking for a Conte clean sheet. You're hoping for. What do you reckon the chances? Oh, Watkins. I mean, they've been horrible, haven't they, Darius? Villa.
Oh, mate, they've been horrid. But at some point, it has to turn. Like Villa last season were a good team. Like they can't just forget to completely score goals.
Well, seemingly they have. What do you see happening here, Trig?
Sunderland are good. Yeah. At home, they're very good. I think Villa are going to struggle again. If they do score, I think it'll only be one. Anderson.
No.
Muniz, apparently, Claire says.
Well, that's not good for us. Some people have been bringing him in.
It's looking pretty.
That's a banger. Hold on. There's something going on here. Collins has been hit in the head. He's got Anderson. Blood coming out of the mouth. He's literally been whacked in the head. He's got blood coming out of the mouth.
Oh, so it might be disallowed.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what's going on here.
By the way, we weren't laughing at Collins bleeding there and being hit in the mouth.
Actually, a few weeks ago, we thought Brentford might be in trouble, didn't we? And we kind of went away from that. But maybe we can put them in the Wolves and the West Ham bracket now. Maybe.
I mean,
so who have they got next?
Goal. I don't think it's a foul.
Fulham have been very poor. Well, very average this season. So they'll be winning 4-1. Brentford are.
Yeah. I think United are playing them next, aren't they?
Well, yes.
That's a relegation battle if ever I've seen one.
I mean, you go in
we just beat Chelsea, mate. We just beat Chelsea.
I mean, you're going Semenyo, Gary. I'm looking at the likes of Foden and Buemo. Maybe not Cunha because he didn't really impress when he came
VAR. It might not be a goal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Trig, I can't believe you're not going to go for Semenyo. Okay. I can't believe you're not going to go for Semenyo when...
Well, he's expensive now. Why would I? I mean, I'm not going to get all the points he scored if I buy him, am I?
You ignored him on your wild card. Well, I think he is a different player. I think he's a more consistent...
He's not a different player. He just got a lucky... He's not on penalties, though. He's only on penalties because Clivert wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, Clivert's out of favour, isn't it?
I doubt it. We'll see. We'll find out. I might get him. You might better persuade me to make a boring Semenyo move.
Well, Trig, the thing is...
there's a lot of other players out there can score equally as many points as him.
Well, I don't know if I did sell Wirtz on a hit. I'll close that poll, by the way. Quite close, actually. 57% are saying I should take a hit, and 43% saying not. So,
my only fear is that he plays in the League Cup midweek and then he's rested again, and that Klopp keeps us. I mean, what's his face keeps the same team again. But they weren't that great, Liverpool, were they?
No.
But surely Wirtz won't. No, I don't think he'll get rested again. Do you know what I mean? Not the money he cost, and he's not playing badly. I think he's a young player, and they just wanted to give him a bit of a break from the intensity. Yeah. I think he'll be back next week. Have Crystal Palace? Do they have any European games this week?
Sorry, yes. I'm having that problem again. Right, my mic keeps muting.
So they've got a game before the Liverpool match.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I might hang on to Wirtz, you know. I might just be stubborn now and just keep him.
Trig, I've got some exciting news. I am 1974 has said, well, actually, Shushan has brought us the news. Anderson is on 4. So I'm assuming...
Oh, good. He's finally got his...
Should we confirm? Should we confirm that? I mean, that is the most important thing this game week, really, isn't it?
Oh, that's...
I mean, Haaland...
I mean, us at the start of the season saying we can't cheer for DEFCON points. We love them.
There it is. I mean, but Collins is on 7, Darren. So he's still got.
I just don't like counting this nonsense. It's crap.
I'm not counting it. I'm just looking at what the FPL website is telling me.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's crap that we're counting DC points. Like it just.
Well, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have anything to cheer on, would we? So at least it gives us something to get excited about.
Look at my for refresher.
Look at the difference, Gav.
That's given me before Senesi's even and Konza. I mean, not Konza if he gets any. Give me an extra 4 points already.
Are we on 4 now? Are we?
And Anderson. Well, an extra 2 defensive contributions to Anderson, an extra 2 for Esteve. I mean,
hopefully Brentford don't get another goal and we'll stay on 4 points.
Yeah, I mean that's something I'm really starting to enjoy the old
Hope Collins scores, and we're talking about that.
You look at Juve, like we were talking about Juve earlier on, with all his assists. I mean, he's not keeping up with Anderson,
3.5,
even though he's getting his assists.
He is.
He is not.
He is.
Yeah, but he's on your bench all the time, mate. So
yeah, but like he's keeping up in the points.
Let's go and have a look.
I'll have a look, Trig.
All right, so Anderson is on. Hold on, where are we at?
Anderson is on 20. And I think
does that include today's points?
Well, we have to go on the next page to find. Still hate this bloody website.
Well, if he's only averaging 3, he's only on about 12.
He's on 18,
13.
so he's 2 behind.
2 behind.
2 behind.
He's not far behind.
And of course, when today's scores get added on, be even higher. Anyway, let's get your thoughts on Arsenal. Arsenal versus.
It's easier for Anderson though to consistently get defensive contribution points than it is for Geoff to keep on assisting all the time, isn't it? It's a lot easier for him to.
Is it though? He's got 3 assists in 5 games, Trig.
Yeah, but he won't keep that up, whereas Anderson's going to keep on getting defensive contribution points all season. That's the difference, I think.
Yeah, and Senesi will as well, won't
he? Yeah, and Senesi, exactly.
Yeah,
they are just going to churn it over.
Come says Darius only cheers on DEFCONs when they're Senesis.
Or Collins.
Collins, yeah. Lads, what do you think will happen at Man City, Arsenal tomorrow?
It's difficult, isn't it? Difficult to know. It's going to be very interesting, though, isn't it? Hopefully, Reinders is going to play, keep our bench boost intact.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he will do. He's been very good, Reinders, hasn't he? Very good. We were so unlucky last week not to get at least double-figure points, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people have gone off him,
but
it's tricky. A lot of people have gone off him, but he's good. Yeah, he's still playing well.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people just care about points, don't they? And they don't really think about anything else.
No, but I can't. At the same time, I can't see getting more than 2 against Arsenal.
No, I think this is going to be low score. I'd actually say, would it be 0-0 or 1 each? I'll say 1 each for this one.
Yeah,
I've got 2-2.
2-2.
I think Arsenal, if they actually attacked, which I don't think they will, I think they'd beat City. But they won't. They'll be they'll be playing 5 defensive midfielders again, won't they?
Haaland has them apart tomorrow.
Lads,
I think it would be scoring.
Do you want to do a quick Q&A before we finish?
Yeah, I've got another 20 minutes to watch. 24 minutes to watch.
We'll do a watch along. All right. Craig, I'm going to put a marker in. I need to go and powder my nose. As someone said the other day, this stream could be renamed Gary Goes and Powders His Nose, not takes a piss.
I'll go and have a look at the old chat and see what
powders his nose.
I'll put in please get your questions in. I think there's already been a few already, but I've asked people to get your questions in.
I can't see their questions. My notifications are in the way.
I've just put it.
I can see the chat.
We will hang around. We will hang around until the game finishes, shall we, lads? But Trig, if you don't mind manning the pod while I go and powder my nose.
Right, let's do some questions. Let's have a look.
I admit you're wrong in Anderson. I will not admit I'm wrong in Anderson.
Trig,
when Colin scores the goal tonight, I will not be wrong.
Hang on, Cole's got a question. Trig, who has been more jammy out of Semenyo and João Pedro? Well, I don't think João Pedro has been jammy. I think his points are all well deserved. What did he do that was
last week was pretty jammy.
I don't think Semenyo's been jammy either, to be honest. I mean, he got really fired up in that Liverpool match, didn't he? By that disabled bloke. And then
Here we go, Trig. Colin's header coming in.
But I don't think either of them have been jammy, really. I think they're both good options. But João Pedro seems to have gone off the boil a little bit, though, the last couple of games, I must admit. But you can't really count today's game, I think. CJ wants to know what your wig's all about, Area. CJ wants to know about your wig.
What? Who?
CJ in the chat. He wants to know about your wig.
Decent week.
Huh?
Decent week.
Your wig on your head.
Oh, my wig. Oh,
for fuck's sake.
I was like, my wig. I was like, what are you on about? That's
Doesn't
good.
Speak English. Fucking Aussies. They need to learn the language properly.
Did an English Trig.
So yeah, tell us about your wig.
So back in the day, I used to love Fellaini. Like I used to play FIFA religiously, and like I would beat you with Man United, even when we were 4-star, and I would play Fellaini up front, and I'd play Jesse Lingard in behind, and it was either Lingard or Fellaini that would score for like until they sold those two players. I love Fellaini. I was like, and it all came down to the fact that I pay my mates, occasionally come on my streams, and we sit there, we get back from a night out, we play FIFA, and then all of a sudden it's like going, I play Man United, I'm like going, Fellaini, 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 Fellaini! And he scored. That's what it's about. So that's why the week.
I suppose you were one of the top Johns in the weekend leagues, were you, on FIFA? Probably winning like 28 games or whatever, were you?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, it's funny because I'd play it all weekend just to try and get the cheapo pack.
Everyone always used to say that it was criminal that I would play them when we went back after a night out and we're all pissed, right? I was like going, but you're forgetting that we're all pissed. I'm not taking advantage because I'm also pissed. I'm just better when I'm pissed than you guys are when you're pissed. And I smoke you and then you end up more pissed because you lose. So I love FIFA. It's a great game.
Hey Gary.
Hi, mate. What did I miss out on
there? It's bloody hard trying to run this thing, I'll tell you. I mean, they're trying to deal with the other guests is a nightmare, isn't it? I can see how hard this job is for you. I was struggling when you were gone. You were only gone for 2 minutes.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get ragamuffins like Darius on the. We love him really. He's had a hard day. He's been He did his own 4-hour stream then, and he's come on with us. Were they asking you the story behind the week, Darius?
Yeah. I think I've answered the week question quite well.
Okay, all right then. Let's have a look to see what other ones we have.
What was that alcohol you were waving around earlier on when I saw you before I went to bed? You were half cut, waving around a bottle of something on you. Some Italian liqueur or something you were waving about.
It is called the PubCast. Well, the lock-in we're on tonight, aren't we? Sandry asked a question.
Is there any left?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm telling you, Trig, there's not much left in this, mate.
You know, let's talk FPL Andy.
There's too many shots on the stream. There's too many goals.
Do you know Let's Talk
another
FPL?
One?
No goal.
You know, Let's Talk FPL Andy always makes reference to one week when he was drunk on, I can't remember, Tesseract or some sort of spirit, Christmas like 15 years ago. Like 15 years ago, 5 years ago. Basically, you get that every week on the FPL lock-in. Please do like and subscribe. Between me and Darius. And you were saying, I won't say that. We'll be doing a podcast in a few weeks with Joe from Fantasy Football Scout, and you're saying, Nick, we're going to be doing it at 10 in the morning. That would be your chance to have had a few beers before we go, because it'll be 11 at night for you.
So I've got to stay sober this time after my appearance on Meet the Manager. I was so nervous that I was had about 4 or 5 before it started. I was in no state to answer the question, so I've been nice and sober.
That was your first time.
Back in a sec.
It's very exciting getting Joe on, isn't it? It's
we're going to hopefully get Granville on. And anyway, we won't give away too many surprises tonight.
You don't want to drop too many names, do you?
No, we don't want to drop too many names. Sandry, I want to ask this because they asked us earlier on. Hi all. 2 free transfers for next week. Plan is Salah to Gyökeres and Palmer to Haaland to triple captain him. Thoughts? I really like it, but I don't know about Palmer because, well, A, is he going to be fit, and B, I just don't like him anyway. Trig?
Palmer's now a no-go, I think. It's too suspicious what's going on with his groin, and it's just too risky. You can't be making multiple transfers that include bringing in Palmer. It really is. Wait till game week 9 if you must get him. And by then you should know one way or the other. And that's when they have the really great fixtures. They're going off the boil a bit anyway, and the Champions League's catching up with them. So, it's an avoid for me, to be quite honest. If you're going to bring in anybody, I'd get Esteval, because if Palmer is going to be out,
you and your Esteval.
Then, well, he started today, didn't he? And he had to come off because of that prick Sanchez. But... I think he's going to come into it. He is going to come in. It's better to spend 6 million on him and it doesn't work than spend 10.5 million on Palmer and it doesn't work. You know what I mean? So
I
definitely don't get Palmer.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Don't get Palmer. If I would go for Semenyo if you haven't got him, Sandry, but and I'm going to triple.
Gary will always take Semenyo because he's got the most points. I think it's when it's really psychological, isn't it? Because you remember the players that have hurt you. You know what I mean? You remember that Semenyo has caused you suffering.
But also,
and it kind of makes you want him, doesn't it?
Also, he was in my first draft. And do you remember we looked at that table ages ago in the lottery? And he was above every other player apart from... So I am really annoyed at myself for not having him game week 1. Anyway, it's not about...
But we said that he wasn't worth it because he was kind of level with the likes of Anderson, wasn't he, on that table?
No, he was massively above them for predicted. I mean, take price into consideration. He was well above loads of people. But Trig, Dr. David asks, what mids are you thinking of switching from Salah to? The Semenyo's 1. Trig?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have about 8 odd million to do it. So I'm looking at a possible Foden switch. Buemo, Man United. They got Sunderland in game week 7. And I think they got Brentford next week, who just let in 4 goals. So he's an interesting one. 3 goals. So he's an interesting one. And there are others. Obviously, there is Semenyo, who'd would probably be the big 3, I think, wouldn't it, really?
Well, I had another name in mind who I was thinking about. How do I get the... Have a look.
I can't think of anybody else. Let me go and...
I was thinking of Indai, who...
Yeah, he's an option.
I know Darius is a massive fan of. Keep off of him during pre-season. He's not done that well, has he, Darius?
I think he's dropped in price, hasn't he?
As well. He dropped in price last night too. So that's kind of a good switch for Wirtz too, because although you've lost money on Wirtz,
that's what I'm thinking.
You can kind of go to him.
What do you reckon on Indai, Darius?
I think he should die in a graveyard.
How come, right? Darius is on for 12 hours in a row. Everyone else gets the lively Darius. We get the slurring his speech, drunk, ready for sleep Darius, don't we?
But he's all right on the podcast, to be fair.
I'll give you slurry, Darius.
Look at that.
Trig's losing it. He can't handle himself.
West Ham at home, Crystal Palace at home, Man City away. Okay, not great. Tottenham at home, Sunderland away, Fulham at home. I reckon that's... I'm looking at James Tarkowski, an Everton player, but I think that's...
Trig's just salty because Chelsea lost.
Hey?
Trig's just salty because Chelsea lost.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Very upset about it, I am. No, it ruined that game, didn't it? It ruined it.
I still don't understand what Sanchez was doing. Where was he going?
I'll be honest with you, though. I still think you would have beaten us even if Sanchez hadn't got sent off. We never go there and win.
Yeah, it's weird. You've got a weird record since Fergie left at Old Trafford. It's weird.
Nah.
Abby says, thoughts on free hit, game week 6 and wild card, game week 7. Abby, I think it just depends on your team, mate, because it's impossible to tell us if you. I mean, I think it's fine in theory, but I don't know. I don't know what your team is. But also free hit and then wild card. Why not just wild card in 6 and save your free hit? What do you think, lads? Trig?
What was the question? Sorry.
Thoughts on free hit game week 6 and then wild card in 7. And I was making the point. Why wouldn't you just wild card
in 6?
6, yeah, and get a mixture.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do that way, then save her. But I do think I think we have to work out whether we want Haaland full time or whether we just want him
long term
for the Burnley match, don't we? Really, I think we probably do want him long term because I think it's going to be because most people are going to make that permanent switch, aren't they? So it's going to be quite risky to stay on Salah. And when everyone else continues to have Haaland as a captain, so I just want to be on the majority when it comes to captaincy.
Well, I'm thinking if I do free hit in game week 7, maybe I have to try and get them both in somehow. But
maybe we could have both, Gary.
Well, maybe
if we change Verts down to like if you change Verts to stack, right? That saves you about 4 million.
A lot of sacrifice.
That's not a sacrifice. He's better than Verts. And and then you can just get Haaland in, and you still got Salah. Could you afford to do that?
What, this game week? Well, I can afford to get them in any.
If you take out, I'm going to have a look on here. Like, if you take out Verts, take out Salah.
I know, but then I'm still making a point here, though.
Get Haaland. Would you rather have Semenyo than Salah?
Yeah, but I could, but I'm still taking a hit then.
Yeah, you're going to take a hit, but you're going to still have Salah and
keep
Haaland.
Salah.
Yeah, keep Salah. This is what I'm saying. Keep Salah. Get rid of Verts and replace him with someone really cheap, like Stack.
It'll be exciting for the viewers.
Like, why is anyone keeping Salah, Trig? Like, talk to me. Why are you keeping him?
Well, let me tell me
have you seen how many points he's got? He's got plenty of points.
So, and then no, I've only got 11.9.
Oh, so it doesn't even work.
No, it doesn't.
Just bin Salah off, mate. Just bin him.
That's what you think, Darius. No Salah, Haaland, wildcard.
No, go Haaland, but like, you don't need Salah. Like, Salah is definitely not worth the money.
Good fixtures for captaincy coming up. They rotate so well on captaincy. People were saying that Palmer and Haaland rotated in captaincy, but now we haven't got Palmer. So we're going to have to play Captain Haaland in fixtures where Salah's got much better fixture.
Lads, I want to move on to the next.
I reckon Haaland's fine.
I want to move on to the next question. Shashant says, would you do Salah, Mateta to Haaland, Reinders? Can't you afford more than Reinders? I don't know. I think you could get a better player than Reinders. I would do the move, but I think you could get a better player than Reinders. Salah and Mateta Trig to Haaland and Reinders.
Yeah. No, I don't think you can get a better player than Reinders.
Okay.
Possibly.
Right,
well, I mean, for the price, he's probably the best option, isn't it? His price. It looks like he's going to be in that City side for most of the season. And he's going to get points, isn't he? I mean, look, he should have got a haul last week. He's already had one haul.
They've got Burnley next week as well, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why wouldn't you want Reinders? I mean, he could get rested for that. If he's going to get rested, it will be for the Burnley match, won't it?
Yeah. That's going so fast, I've lost the bloody question.
Well, that's good though. It means they're all engaged.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Engaged.
There was an interesting question, and I bloody lost it now. Here it is. Lassie Broberg says, "Is it a stupid idea to make transfers tonight to get ahead of price changes? Salah to Semenyo and Gui to Gyökeres. Have one more that I plan to use on Sanchez, Torreira, or Donnarumma."
Bowen, Avi Bowen.
I would say yes to that, except that he hasn't played yet this game week, has he, Gyökeres? That's the problem. But if you're getting Haaland in after they've played, it's fine. But I don't think you can do it tonight because we just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Darius is flexing, says Michael. Were you flexing, Darius?
I don't believe so.
That's just his muscles making their natural moves. He's such a muscular guy.
I can't believe it. Walter Matey's meant to be rising in price tonight. Like, what are people transferring in here?
There's quite a few people in the chat been mentioning Walter Matey. Darius, I'll come to you with this one, mate. Animations. What would you boys do with Sanchez now? Is he a sell even for a hit?
I wouldn't take a hit for him. Surely you've got a Dubravka in goal. Like, why would you take him?
Apparently, he serves his suspension in the Carabao Cup and doesn't actually miss a game. He doesn't miss the game, so you can forget about him missing a game.
Really?
He doesn't.
It was a straight
so he's
off.
back. Yeah, but if it's
one game ban,
it's not violent conduct. It's not violent conduct.
Yeah.
It's only one game ban. He only misses the Carabao Cup. The only problem could be if Maresca decides to punish him by benching him next week. But why not wait to find out? He's not worth it.
I don't have him.
Colin says, "Has Kevin scored yet?" I'll give a quick shout out to Sonny Jim, who is was in the comments.
Is Kevin playing? Is he?
Yeah, Kevin's come off the bench.
Apparently, according to Sonny Jim, who's a regular channel watcher in the comments, he's like the next Pele's son, almost according to him.
I don't know about that.
Well, he was great the other day. I'm surprised he didn't start.
All right, just scan down. Question: how can we have 0 clean sheets and I have 0 goals in 9 players? Says FPL Onions. I think that's just called bad luck. FPL Onions. Sandra, is there a possibility of a double game week in 15 to 17? Greg, I'll come to you. You mentioned it earlier.
Apparently, you said there was a possibility of a blank game week, but the double could well be after the first 19 weeks. But I think it's still possible they could both be beforehand. It's something like 45% possibility of getting one, I think. It depends on Palace progressing in the Carabao Cup. And with Forest getting knocked out, that's probably like easier. They haven't done the draw yet, but they could get drawn with somebody like Swansea or whatever. And then they're probably going to get through, aren't they? So there's a good chance that there's a blank game week coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched. I've not looked at Ben Crellin's Twitter feed recently, but I just heard somewhere that there was a possibility that the blank would be before 19 and the double game week would be after 19, which obviously would be pointless in terms of our tip strategies this season. But I don't know. I don't know. Question for you, Darius and Shane. Question: how many defensive contributions is Anderson on?
13.
Yeah, believe 15. I hate him. What a bastard.
Collins is stuck on 8.
Can't give him a clean sheet to save himself.
Abby,
but this week has not been about clean sheets. No one's kept a clean sheet. So, in fairness, 4 points, pretty good.
Avi says
he's on 15 now.
Is it worth keeping Bruno even after a wild card? Only thing is, I don't know who else to get. Only player that comes to mind that would be similar would be Foden, and I already have Semenyo. Trig?
I think you have him. I mean, if you do want Haaland and Salah, I think that's the way to do it, isn't it? To not have Fernandes. But I think Fernandes is so reliable. We've already seen with Palmer and Saka. but they're just not reliable compared with Fernandes. And he's getting points. Look at the points he's got. Why wouldn't you have him? We've got no Europe. Plays every week. He's on penalties. I know he's hard for some people to fit in, but you just got to get him, I think.
Do you concur, Darius?
Yeah, I think, I feel like everyone needs to go to Haaland and City assets for game week 6. I just got a feeling they're going to spank Burnley big time. Yeah.
Are you not worried about rotation for that game, Murray?
No, because they've got the Carabao Cup this week. They're not going to have rotation.
Have they got a game after the Burnley game, though, in Europe?
They do, but like you're not going to sit there and like the way I look at it is like you're not going to sit there. You're going to play your team against Arsenal, right? You're going to have your midweek where they play the Carabao Cup. They'll have the rest, and then they'll play their full strength team, right? Like you wouldn't want to waste 10 days for a Champions League game.
And Burnley haven't been that bad, have they? So, like, he can't guarantee they're going to beat Burnley, so he's not going to take it too lightly.
I feel like potentially if City dominate them, which I think they will, they might win like 4-5-0, but there is a chance that they get subbed before like the 80th minute mark or 75th minute mark if they're winning well. But realistically, if they're winning well, they've probably already done what you need them to do.
It could just be pass the ball around, get 2-0 ahead, and nobody gets many points, couldn't it, though?
Yeah.
Lads, I'll ask you a question before we finish. We'll finish in a minute. Hi to Shagir. Right, this situation today where, what's his name? Sanchez was sent off and obviously got his -2 and then continued losing points as Chelsea conceded goals. So my question to you is, I don't remember that being a thing until this season. Apparently, Darius said in earlier, one of your viewers looked up, didn't he? That it was in the rules.
Yeah.
But
it's always been. Always.
Has it always been? Do you think that's fair?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Well, I'll ask you, Trig, and then I'll ask Darius to come in. To me, it's not fair because he's got his -2. That's you're going to.
You're being punished 3 times. You're punished because he loses points. You're punished because he's not there for the next week, and you're punished because he's conceding when he's not even on the pitch. And I remember I had a -4 for somebody years ago, and this one was -3, but it could have easily been -4, couldn't it? If Casemiro hadn't got sent off, it could have been a massacre, that game. But, I don't like it. I was all happy because I was thinking Chalobah was losing points, and then I realised Sanchez was as well. So,
you think it's fair,
no,
Darius?
it's not.
I think it's fair. I mean, like, if you've got a player that's been sent off, you should cop whatever they've done. Like I always say to my players when I coach them, I'm going, do not get sent off. You literally are handicapping the team. I think that if you get sent off, you should cop whatever your team cops.
Yeah, and I suppose him being sent off did lead probably to Man United scoring 2 goals.
Yeah, I agree with Darius because...
Yeah, I think he's probably around as well.
If he gets sent off, all the people that own all the other defenders are losing points. So why shouldn't Sanchez lose points as well? Because it was all his fault in the first place, wasn't it? So why should me as a Sanchez owner not lose points when Cucurella owners are losing points because Sanchez got sent off?
Yeah, you're right. I do think it's there. All right, lads, let's wrap it up. Is the Fulham Brentford game finished?
Still going. 7 minutes of injury time. We're into the second minute of injury time.
Oh, we better keep going, Gary.
All right, we'll go for another 7 minutes then, just in case.
Someone give us a question.
No, we've got a couple, just in case Anderson scores.
Come on,
someone wants to know about Donnarumma.
Yeah, go on, Trig.
Great keeper.
Keeper. Actually, maybe I should take Sanchez out and get Donnarumma in.
Decent shout.
I mean, are they going to keep a clean sheet against Burnley, though?
How much have you got in the bank?
Should do, shouldn't they? Oh, I've got money in the bank. It's more of it's going to be for a hit, isn't it? Because Yeah.
But
No, I think he's a good option, but not for a hit.
Yeah, that's what's. I mean, we'll talk about it in the pub. Well, you won't be able to agree because you're not on this week, but I think that's going to be the thing. All the moves, even if you got 2 free transfers this week, like I do, all the moves are about get Haaland in, and for most of us, it's going to take 2 free transfers unless you're free hitting. So,
that's why I think a lot of people are going to wildcard this week. I think that Sanchez is quite heavily owned, isn't he? And I think that's going to tip a few people over the edge, even though he's not actually missing a match. It's going to piss people off. Wirtz is going to piss people off too, because they're going to know they can't get rid of him this week because they've got to use their transfers on Haaland. So they're going to rage him out with a wild card, aren't they? That's what's going to happen.
Here's a nice question. Colm, Darius, how many times in your football career have you been sent off?
Never been sent off.
Are you like Gary Lineker? Have you ever been booked?
I've been booked a lot. Back in the day when they used to, so there was a time during my football career when you didn't get booked for taking your shirt off. And my customary celebration was I score a goal, take my shirt off, run around half the field and carry on like a lunatic. That was my customary celebration. And then they changed the rules. So every time you took your shirt off, you got booked. So
in amateur football, I mean, semi-pro football for you, obviously.
Yeah, so when they changed the rules, I got 4 bookings for doing exactly that, and then I couldn't do one more, or else I got banned for a game. So I strategically I worked out which 4 goals I wanted to celebrate with my shirt off, and I went for
it. Let's have a look and see if we've got any other questions. We've got a few. Thoughts on Reinders and Casado as a rotating pair for the foreseeable future? Trig?
That's an interesting one, isn't it? Have City got bad enough fixtures where you'd want to rotate Reinders, though? I mean, I know you probably would this week, but often it's only the Arsenal fixture, really, I think, isn't it, that you'd want to rotate Reinders. But I think Caicedo on his own right is I mean, he got another. Did he get 4 points today, or would it have been 3 points, or whatever he would have got? But he got the defensive contributions again, didn't he?
He did. Quite a 3-part question from Arbor Freetouch. I'll come to you, Trig. Darius, sorry. I'm not sure if we'll get through all of them, but opinions on Šeško, as you like to pronounce it.
Oh, Šeško. I mean, I watched that Man United-Chelsea game today. Trig, what do you think of Šeško? Because I thought that, again, the service was pretty limited to him, to be fair.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to show us one way or the other. I don't think you can really pick him yet. He's looking like a typical Man United forward, isn't he? He's just not getting isolated as Højlund was.
You know what shocked
As
me?
for Strand Larsen's already back. He was playing in the second half today.
You know, you have this thing of players leaving Man United and going on to be great players. I mean, it happened back in the day because Alex Ferguson was a great manager. You know, you had PK, you had, what was the Uruguay's name? Forlan. But I heard today that Scott McTominay is up for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Apparently he's got a statue made of him next to Diego Maradona. I mean...
He won Italian Player of the League. He won the best Italian Player of the League last year.
I know he scored decent goals, but like, what is going on? I mean, that surely shows, Darius, if nothing else, how bad Man United's management is.
We're bad. We're bad. Let's be honest, we're bad.
I felt bad for Garnacho today. I really wanted him to start. I don't know why he didn't start Garnacho. And I think he would have, that would have been an interesting matchup. Because everyone looks good, though, when they leave United. They all look better, certainly. I think it's the weight of expectation lifts off them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And they start kind of...
They don't have the mentality.
Relaxing and playing football. It's a bit like Grealish of Man City, I think.
Man United need to sign players like me. I'll come in there thinking I'm going to own the gaff and I'll score a boatload of goals and United will be back at the top of the league. They need to sign players with my mentality.
Yeah, but you take your shirt off too many times
Exactly.
and get booked for a game.
That's what I mean.
Well, at least you'll be scoring a goal, I guess. Second question. Who do we think... I don't know, I get that question. Is Strand Larson coming back soon? Currently shopping for a forward, and I want someone a bit differential. Trig?
Yeah. He played he came on today. He was played in the second half. He didn't really do anything, but he was on the pitch.
Okay.
So, yeah. Oh, the Fulham game's finished now.
I hate my defence. I'm killing my defence. They're getting kicked out.
So are you going to wildcard?
I don't know. I'll go think on it.
Collins. I mean, Collins is an interesting idea by you, but it looks like we can call it a failure now, can't we? I mean, he didn't even get defensive contributions today. He
got 8. He got stuck on 8. They did nothing in the second half, Trig.
No, I think he was on 8 at half time, wasn't he?
It was 7 at half time.
But do you remember a few weeks ago, they were like, all their players were getting them, and now none of them got them today. It's very strange,
what's going on. I feel like Fulham gave them the ball the second half, though, and Brentford did nothing with it.
Even Van der Berg. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe Fulham were just happy to sit on the lead.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for Pudna for looking after. I know there's a little bit of stuff going on in the chat there. Pudna, if you message me, I might ban that particular person from the chat because I've been recommended to ban them from the chat from the other channel that you moderate on. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Nothing too serious, Trig. Don't worry about it.
We should have dived in the chat, Darius. Dived in and dragged him out.
But I'll just say,
please. I was like going, what is he on about? This guy is talking about something that I don't even know what, like Tyrone Tracy or Troy Franklin. Like, grow up, mate.
Yeah,
Go home.
I won't say it. I'll tell you later when we got a stream, but I might ban him. There's only one person banned from this channel who I won't mention because I know you're both good mates with him, but I think there may be a second one coming too. Lads, where can we find you? Darius?
FPLD_unit. There you go.
And where can we find you on Blue Sky? Because I need to do that tomorrow.
Apparently, I've signed up on the live watch along. I signed up. I don't remember doing it, but I did do it.
You can't remember his name.
I tried to find him earlier and I couldn't find him. Craig, where can we find you, my friend?
You can find me at Trigger Talks FPL, and you can go and have a look at my walking video from yesterday where that poor little lamb nearly got slaughtered by that car. At half time, we thought that lamb was you, Gary, with your bench boost. It still was. His bench boost has turned out all right.
Well, surely the bench boost lamb was not, because I wanted to explain this to D-Unit in his chat on his thing. It's the fact you pressed the bench boost. It's not to do with how the bench boost went. Because the sheep was pressing the bench boost. How your bench boost does. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you, and so I will just say, Craig from the FPL PubCast team, best of luck with your ventures this week in the South Island chess tournament. Feeling good about it?
I better do some study because I haven't done any. The good news is that there's all these young guns from the North Island come down for it, but they're not eligible for the title, which is good. So I'm only competing against the South Islanders. So I don't need to win the overall tournament. I just need to beat the other South Islanders. A bit like beating you two in the our mini league. I don't need to win FPL. I just need to beat you.
Like a bit of a Mickey Mouse Cup, Trig. A bit like the Chelsea World Cup nonsense. A bit of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, a little bit like that. I'm starting to agree with you now because we're not looking like world champions. To be fair,
you told me there was 3 million
smash the world champions at home. Easy game.
Didn't you tell me there were 3 million people in the South Island?
I think there's about 1 million. I think there's like 4 or 5 million in the country, but 3/4 of them live in the North Island, all in Auckland.
Well, that's not.
I thought it was only 5,000 out there.
That's not a Mickey Mouse Cup. Darius, when have you ever beaten 1 million people at something?
All the time, Gary.
Nightmares just popped up saying, all right, been watching Father Ted. Great show, great show. Who won the big battle of Anderson versus Collins, Darius?
All I will say to Nightmare is that is why the card said no to playing Collins captain, because you were wrong, Andrew. I would have done an FPL Nightmare Gordon captaincy if I captained the Collins.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I will try my best to keep the channel running next week without my lovely co-host Trigger. So on Wednesday, I have Darius, hopefully a more sober version. Only joking, mate. Roberto and
Fellaini's joining you, apparently.
Sorry?
Fellaini's joining you, apparently.
Fellaini's joining us, yeah. And Linn. And on the lock-in next week, I will be joined by the wonderful Zykel. And maybe these two, I don't know yet. If you up for it, lads? Trig said he might be up for it.
Yeah, Saturday I might be up for it. Yeah, because my chess doesn't start till 9:30 in the morning. So, I mean, it's only 9:10 in the morning now. So, and this one went on a long time, didn't it? So,
yeah, it won't be.
I should be able to do it.
Darius, you can let me know if you don't know now, mate.
Yeah, I'm not sure until next Saturday.
That's all right.
I will at least be able to do an hour anyway, if you know, and even if we went an hour earlier would be good. But if you can't find anyone else, do you know what I mean?
That would be an ecumenical matter. And on that point, I will end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like. Please do subscribe. If you're new around here, we'll see you on Wednesday.